Since the end of the Second World War, Canada has taken in more than 1.2 million refugees through various programs. Take a look at some of them. In 1956, Soviet forces moved into Hungary to crush an uprising. More than 200,000 people fled the country. The federal government implemented a special program offering the refugees free transport to Canada, and so more than 37,000 Hungarians came on some 200 specially chartered planes over the next year. In 1968, Soviet-led troops invaded Czechoslovakia during the Prague Spring. Over the next year, 11,000 Czech refugees came to this country. In 1972, Idi Amin ordered anyone of Asian heritage to leave Uganda. He gave them 90 days to get out. Canada took in 7,000 people after setting up a special office in the region. That is more than any other country except for Britain. Again, on that occasion, many of the refugees came on planes chartered by the government. 3 years later, in 1975, the communist victory in Vietnam forced about 2 million people to flee their homes, many by boat. They ended up in refugee camps in Southeast Asia, creating an international humanitarian crisis by the late 70s. Canada then took in more than 65,000 refugees. In the 1990s, the breakup of the former Yugoslavia led to several refugee crises, the first in the early 90s. Bosnian Muslims were fleeing ethnic cleansing. Canada admitted 5,000 people. In 1999, almost 6,000 came on special charters from Kosovo. More recently, though, Canada has taken in more than 14,000 refugees from Colombia over the past decade who are fleeing a civil war in that country. But Canada's reputation hasn't always been as stellar. During the 12 years of Nazi rule, Canada took in fewer than 5,000 Jewish people fleeing persecution. It was one of the worst records in the Western world and is widely considered one of our dark chapters. It may also explain why in 1970, Canada opened up to some 20,000 Jews fleeing the Soviet Union.